Okay, mathematicians, we're doing a Pi Day activity here. And so I am going to send these instructions to you in Google Classroom. So these are the step-by-step instructions on creating this Pi Day art project, okay? So you will have a copy of this in Google Classroom. I'm going to go over it step-by-step right now, okay? So you should have gotten a piece of cardstock from the guest teacher today and one of these compasses. Okay, so learning how to use a math tool is very important. So we are going to be learning how to use this for Pi Day. I'm just going to put something underneath here so it's a little firmer here because, as you know, I have that bump here. So the first set of directions says draw a line and a circle so that the circle's center point is on the line. Then mark the points where the circle intersects the line. Okay, so we're putting dots right there where the intersection is. Okay, this circle can be fairly any shape, not too big because you're trying to fit several circles on this page. And I am right in the center of this page. Let's try to zoom out a little bit here. So I have my page portrait style. Okay, actually landscape, excuse me, landscape. You can have it portrait style. So either way works as long as you're in the center. Okay, so I need a very sharp pencil. So if your pencil's not sharp, after I'm done giving some of these directions, you may want to sharpen it. If you don't have your own sharpener, all I have is that one hand sharpener. Okay, you're not to use my electric sharpener. So I do have one hand sharpener that I will have here with the sub if you need it. But wait till I give some of the directions, okay? So I'm gonna use the edge of this compass as a ruler. See how there's like ruler lines on here? And we're gonna draw a line about this 4 inches is fine. Do it lightly because you are gonna end up erasing this later. So I am gonna use that 0 to 4 inches and draw a line, okay? Then, after I draw this line right in the center, okay, and if the sub does need to pause, if our guest teacher or substitute does need to pause this and rewind, totally fine, right? Okay, so I have my line about 4 inches long, and somewhere on that line, I'm going to draw a circle. So I'm going to keep this center of this compass on the line, and then I'm going to choose to create a size circle. Whatever you choose at this point, you have to choose the same size for the rest of the circles you make, or else this will not look right. Okay, and you are getting a Pi Day grade for this. Okay, so we're gonna keep working on this tomorrow if you don't finish it. Actually, it's for homework. Excuse me, it's for homework if you don't finish it. Okay, you got to finish the compass part today, though. So if you don't finish that part today, you will have to work on that tomorrow, the compass, because we are collecting this compass. Okay, so I'm going to use, it says here this is about 1 inch radius. I'm going to use, so just keep track. I'm going to use the dot that's 1, 2, 3 in. If you can see it from where you're at, it's already a little dark because that's the one I used before or someone else used before. And to use this, I have to, again, have this circle right on the line I drew. I'm going to hold that real tight. And I'm going to kind of use my pinky and thumb to hold the cardstock here. And so I'm going to have this circle go all the way around. Okay, and I kind of go back and forth, And I do have to lift my thumb, maybe lift my pencil to get it all the way around. Okay, and I just kind of lightly, as you see, I'm going over and over again. Okay, if you lift this on accident, you won't have a circle. You'll have like a little circle with holes in it or little slots in it. So you should practice this for a little bit, hopefully before you even started this process. Okay, so it said to draw points where the circles intersect the lines. So here's my points. And you're gonna repeat this process, but now with this center right on this dot, okay? That center has to be right on this dot for it to work, and you have to use the same hole. So again, I did 1, 2, 3. So keep track of which hole you are using to make this circle. And I'm going to repeat this. So you're gonna do this a lot, so you will get better and better at this. Again, you should have practiced this a bit before starting. Okay, if you did this right, you should see it intersects somewhere. We're gonna first do the other one. I'm actually gonna put little dots here. So we're gonna eventually do these two next, but I'm gonna do this So wherever it intersects, you're gonna draw little dots, okay? So let me do the circle off of the original line here. Again, that center is right on the center of this, and you're gonna draw another circle. Again, if you need to pause and re-see this, that's fine. Also, the directions are in Google Classroom. And wherever it intersects, I'm gonna draw 2 dots here. And you're gonna repeat that process for these other dots. You already did these 2 dots, right? You can see where it's the center. We're going to repeat the process for these 4 other dots. And then you'll be done. And then you're going to color this very nice and neatly. You might want to erase this center line when you're done to make it nice and neat. Okay. My dots I am drawing kind of dark so you can see them, but if you draw those a little lighter, they won't be in the way of your picture if that bothers you. Okay. But again, I'm going to repeat the process for these other ones, making sure I'm using the center is right on that dot, and I'm using the same circle, okay, to go around and around. Okay. So there's that one. Now I have to do this one. I'm kind of doing the bottom too. You should notice them kind of all intersecting in that same spot in the middle. See how it's kind of making a flower? And I have just 2 more of these top 2, okay? And again, repeating that process using the same dot every time. The same circle in my compass the same time. Okay, and then I have 1 more left. So see how it's kind of not quite finished? There's 1 more left. You can technically keep going and doing this forever. This is all you need to do for this project. As you see, there's some samples on the board for you. Okay. And I'm done. This is my circle art. You are going to nice and neatly color this. So it's not just one color. As you see the examples on the board, there are some, let me kind of show you. Get off of this space here. So as you see, I have these on the board. Someone kind of outlined theirs with marker, did some different colors. This one's really sharp, the green and blue. Okay. And then here's some other colors. But you do see those samples are on the board. So I want this color nice and neat for your Pi Day art. When you turn it in, you're going to be putting it on construction paper, whatever color that matches your project. And we'll end up cutting this out. So again, color it, whatever's not finished coloring you will do for homework. I do need these compasses back, so as soon as it looks like most people are done, the guest teacher will be collecting these so I can use them with both classes. Okay. If you don't have colors to color at home, please let the guest teacher know and you may borrow some colors. Okay, so that is allowed. Just make sure you bring them back tomorrow. And I can't wait to see your finished circle Pi Day art tomorrow. Bye.